I'm here literally going after my dream job, and this is what it looks like when you're chasing after something that you believe in.
So here we are in New York, New York. We're here with, what's your name, sir?
My name's Omar Cherie.
Omar Cherie.
Yes,
so
sir.
Tell me about yourself.
So I'm a creative copywriter based in Brooklyn, and I was out here doing the Hire Me experiment, where I'm literally putting myself out there for the right opportunity to meet me. I recently got unemployed by Havas, and I figured what better way to show my creativity and the value that I can bring to any agency than to create a campaign out of what I'm experiencing. So each day for the next 10 days, I've been pulling up on the blocks of agencies I see myself working at, and today I'm at VaynerMedia to let them know I'm the copywriter you didn't know you needed, and I got the solutions to your clients' problems right here.
So tell me about your sign. So at first, when I saw your sign at quick glance, I thought, like, oh, this guy could be homeless. But after looking further, like, wait a minute, no, he's not. He's well kept together.
Yeah,
like
yes.
Your sign says, my ideas.
Your client's budget. So I am not asking for your money, but I'm also actually putting myself out there so we can work together and make your business some money and make your clients happy.
So tell me about your resume and like the places that you worked.
The thing about this sign is it's actually another way of me showing my pen game, because there were different versions of this. There was free ideas, let's chat. There was the copywriter you didn't know you needed. Then there was my ideas, your budget. And as I was doing the experiment, for sound. So as I was doing the experiment, I started to notice that people thought that I was asking for their money. Yeah. So each day that I do this, I learn something to do it better. We're iterating in real time.
Yeah.
So I realized that putting the word clients changes the perspective, and now people can have a more of a creative click and realize like, oh, this is something that's different and not what I think it is. So I'm here literally going after my dream job, and this is what it looks like when you're chasing after something that you believe in. This is a supernatural thing. This is God engineering. This is me putting my heart out on a sleeve. You know, this is bold, it's brave. You know I look crazy. I probably look silly to some, but one thing that has been getting me through this time of turbulence is going by what I believe and not by what I see. Because if I were to go by what I see, I would be discouraged, I would be defeated, I would have self-doubt, and I would just be sad. So sometimes when the going gets rough, you gotta have some crazy faith and get a little bit delusional and walk by faith and not by sight.
All right, walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah, and what I believe is that I am gonna be a copywriter that gets signed for a 6-figure deal at an agency that understands my creativity. And
who have you worked for in the past? So tell me your like
in the past, I've worked for Annex 88. I've worked for Havas. I've worked with clients like Ralph Lauren Fragrances, JBL, Fanta, Pac-Man. I've also done some work with New York Presbyterian. If you've been subscribed to their newsletters, I was behind some of that copy. I've also did some work with Wells Fargo as well. So, you know, my list of things that I've done that I love gets pretty extensive, but I know in this industry they like to keep it short and sweet, but there's more layers to me.
How do you find yourself in this space?
Well, my artistry is my words. I'm a poet, and that's where it started. It started with me being alone at my mother's house and being bullied in school and being picked on, and I had nobody to talk to. My sister, I mean, I guess it's gonna be a little shade, but she used to bully me too. So it's just like, you're dealing with not being understood at school. You're dealing with being bullied and ridiculed at school. You think your home is your safe space, but then it's not, because your own family is against you. So all I had to express myself was a journal, was a piece of paper. So I would use that pen just to just write out my emotions.
Were you bullied because of what you did? You were writing in the poetry, or
well,
it's like?
As I'm getting older, what I'm realizing is people fear the unknown.
Yeah.
If they don't understand what this is or what you are, or can't put a label on you, it's like, oh, this is too weird for me.
Yeah.
This is too unknown. And then that's when, you know, you get casted away.
Yeah.
Like you some type of, you know, sore thumb.
Yeah.
And I'm sure other creatives that's probably seeing this can relate. You know what it's like when you're different, when you move to the beat of your own drum, when you're unplugged from the matrix a little bit sooner than everybody else, when you're not a group thinker. That makes people look at you different and treat you different. And as a result, I was somebody who ended up being alone with my thoughts, and I used the pen and the pad to get it out, and I realized that's poetry. And that poetry and that ability to write is what led me into the advertising industry.
That's beautiful. So what was your first job as was the copywriter was your first job?
Yeah, so I got into advertising 3 years ago. Before those 3 years, I was just an artist just creating. I got a DJ media platform that I do, which is for DJs, by DJs, highlighting the culture that's surrounding it. I love music, so I originally started blogging. Once upon a time, I had this blog site called thewackydeli.com. That's really where it all started, was me just having a passion for art, music, and culture, and wanted it to share with people. I realized that through blogspot.com, you can create a website for free. So I did it, and that led me to having interviews with Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Big Sean, and that was in high school. So the day I started being creative was March 26, 2010. Ever since then, I've been the person you see before you. This is me.
So why was it your first thought to? So after you got laid off?
Yes.
After you got laid off, did that surprise you? Why do you think it was the reason you got laid off?
So they told me that they laid me off because of my performance, which I know isn't true, because after I got laid off, I saw the ideas that I concepted come out and be rolled out. So if my performance was the issue, was to be true, that wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't still be using my ideas. So I know that the reason why I got released has everything to do with somebody's personal opinion and nothing to do with business. And unfortunately, that's how this industry is. It's about personality hires and things of that nature. And if your personality is too disruptive or too far left of what they think is right, they're gonna get you up out of there. And that's how I ended up on this block today.
In that space, like, how was it diverse? Did you see a lot of people like you, look like you?
No. The ad industry is filled with people that don't look like me, and that's an issue. And it's something that some agencies are working to fix, and some say they are. Now, here's the thing. If you ever been on an agency website and the staff photos are all in black and white, it's on purpose. It's so they can hide the diversity of their actual staff, because you can't see the colors. Yeah. Think about that.
And not know how, I guess, dark the complexion is.
Exactly. All of your favorite brands and companies, their chief of staff are either white or Asian descent. But here's the gag. That chief of staff is sourcing people that look like me to ideate, because we're the ones that have the culture. We're the ones that know the culture. We're the ones that's creating the culture. So it's like, at the end of the day, if you want to do anything in this realm of advertising, you gotta come sit with us.
And if you look around, we're in an age where like the imitation of black culture is so high. Like right now, even like the way people dress.
Yeah.
The sagging, the big clothes, the fitted hats, the Timbs.
Yeah, it's like
it's all.
They don't want us to sit with them, but they love our music.
Yeah.
They love our clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But no. Let me clutch my bag when you sit next to me on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm listening to is Sexy Red on my iPhone.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I'm just passionate about art, and the thing is, I'm also about paying it forward. Mm-hmm. So when the door is open for me, the door is open for you. Mm-hmm. I'm about taking the stairs, so when I get to the top, I make an elevator so I can bring all my people in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. If you let me in the door, I'm coming with a village.
I feel you.
I ain't leaving my people behind.
I feel that.
Like, gotta pay it forward. Like, one of what I believe my purpose is, like, yes, I'm an artist, but I'm an artist in service to the creative community.
Yes.
So, once I get myself in position, I'm putting all my niggas in position. That's word.
That's the only way,
Word to my mother.
Only thing we don't have is just the lack of opportunities and lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And we could use more people who have that knowledge to share with us.
Yeah.
'Cause just, like we have it, we're so smart, but we just don't have the.
Yeah. And this, this is also God engineering.
Yeah.
I'm walking by faith and not by sight.
Yeah.
And I'm just trusting not my
That's
process.
the only way to walk, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not trusting my process, but God's process. Mm-hmm. Everything works out the way it's supposed to do, and God's will be done.
And one last question, sorry to cut you off, but like, why the decision to come out here and do what you're doing and not like apply? Did you go through a series of applying?
Yes. Yes. So.
And not landing and.
Yes.
Like your plan C, plan B.
So, what I've come to realize in my experience of being in the advertising is that it's running rampant with nepotism. Like, the people who got hired at the agency when I was there, they got hired because somebody who was working there recommended them. Mm-hmm. Or it was somebody that they knew from a previous agency, and they was like, hey, I'm at said agency now, come join me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's very Illuminati-like. It's like, you gotta ask somebody to be one. Yeah. So if you're just an artist that's just coming from existing in the world of creativity with no connections, it can be very difficult. Mm-hmm. It can feel like you jumping through hoops just to get a position that ain't even that hard to hold down.
Yeah.
So going to the website and just filling out the application is like not the way. It's like, it's very rare that you get hired from applying online.
Yeah.
Because another thing is, there's a system that sifts through it before a human even actually sees it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have certain keywords or buzzwords in your resume, the system is gonna filter you out before a human even sees your portfolio. So I was just like, let me just cut to the chase and literally put myself out there for the right opportunity to meet me. I'm talking to people on the spot in real time. I'm able to show them my portfolio in real time. You know, I basically took my website and created a physical form. And the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing. And I received the blessings. That's the blessings blowing on me right now. I feel that. So, I received that. So, this is my portfolio right here. And to the people who are open, and here's the thing. If somebody passes you by or an opportunity that you wanted doesn't work out for you the way that you thought, it's because it wasn't meant to be. It's about creative frequency and a creative match. The people who stop to talk to me, the people who stop to talk to me is because they speak my creative language. So if something does not work out for you, it's because it wasn't supposed to. And what is for you will be. Because what's meant to be cannot be disrupted, can't be altered, and it can't be shifted. So just keep believing. It will work out.
It will.
I know it's going to work out for me, and I know it's going to work out for you.
Amen. Thank you. That's a good way to close this out.
Yeah.
You know, any last things you want to say to?
My last words, honestly, everybody has a light within them. I got a light, you got a light, and there are dark places in this world that need your light. So show up and shine. Show up and shine. Show up and shine. Because there are dark places in the world that need your light. And there's somebody out there who will love what you have to offer. So whatever it is that you was holding back or hesitating about, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Because somebody out there needs it.
Yeah.
Show up and shine.
Yeah. Bless. Thank Omar, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Omar. You've been seen and you've been heard.